and domination, inferiority complexes, liberation complex, sold out leadership, liberate the agenda against defeatism, attitude, and self-image, national mobilization. Okay, get ready. Once you get organized, you're starting toward national mobilization. But we didn't do it then, it wasn't the time. But, as you can see, we're not stumbling upon anything. We have the years, almost the weekend a month. We have what we've got in the last 23 years is for now. That's what we're saying here. Community development vehicle, Masjid al-Islam, Masjid school, business housing. We're not leaving our roots. Remember when we got started, some of those elections we had from 81 and all that. Our whole thing was about building up our community, about helping them. So you can see what we come out of. We're just updating what we always been doing already. Everything in those that I passed out a week or two ago, all related to building up our community, you know, helping ourselves, getting in control of your own destiny. Now, we have to fight the global European because he won't leave you alone. Right? Since he won't just go and say, hey, you guys are trying to help black people. That's good. Somebody needs to try to help them. You don't say that. There's nothing in our agenda about the fall of America or anything like that. We have destiny. We use this pattern. From his destiny in 1839, around that time. We talk about this, our destiny to do this, but not only to help myself, but to help our world. That where we are in 1979, 80, 81, we've gained a lot of experience. Still a few people alive, I mean young still. We can do this. Okay. College of Islamic Movement Studies. You can visualize those right down the line. You have to teach enough people to do things in order to get them done. So, if we have a class of 190 of them in the police, so what? We don't care. Department of Strategic and Islamic Studies. You know, we already have this, but we do it just amongst ourselves, right here. Department of Strategic Studies, what the heck we study every weekend anyway? All the time. And everybody has a memory, and everybody has notes, and they're all on DVD, so anybody can fact check on how accurate we are. Right. Everybody can fact check. Like if I say something from the movie Red Tails, they lost no, they didn't lose any bombers. That's what the movie says. In fact, all the movies, the other one before that, when Louis Fishburne was one of the pilots, way back in the 90s. Did y'all see that one? Louis Fishburne,
Lawrence Fishburne,
Cuba Gooding, and it was about,
We saw that. He had all the black stars in it.
and they landed a plane near Chain Gang that time.
I didn't see that.
I see that.
Oh, that was a good one. About flood the Red Tails? No, that was a good one. Type it up and watch that one. That's a good one. They said the same thing. Each one had certain details. But you could fact check, you could say, you said somebody was so many laws, such and such and such. Then I re-fact checked, and they said they didn't lose any planes to battle. They lost some other kind of way. So, you know, but anyway, you can check. We can check ourselves, we can check each other. There's no problem. We're learning together. We're moving forward together. Scientific method. We use proper management. We talk about scientific method. Experimentation. Go over that 10 times. Now change one variable in the experiment. Right? Let's see what effect it has. Okay, the last page, project management. Not one full-time Islamic worker of words, so it ain't time. Coalition work, that's that. Tell the truth, era of excellence, ensure also future cooperation, statement. Where does the system think I'm just a person though? Where does the system think I am? What measuring technique will system use to determine where I am? Kind of like I got here, global position. What's the score? We could run out the clock. In other words, you can see, we paying attention. Got to remember, that is a good habit because people get successful. They start thinking they're smart and slick. It's almost impossible not to. And they don't keep going over this over and over again. So no matter what happened, we go over this. You've got to check yourself and your environment all the time. We could run out the clock. Whatever's going on, we'll run the clock out. We're already ahead. It's 2016. We're already ahead now. We'll run out the clock. The road ahead, 2017, 18, 19, lists 10 to 15 achievements of the As-Sabiqun movement, threshold of new era, yet composed of familiar elements. With a threshold, but all the elements are still, it's the same stuff you go over all the time. Give 5 to 10 reasons why Islam can influence direction of change in North America. Masjid al-Islam communities as base areas for operation in South America. Why didn't we stop and open a masjid in Oakland again then? There wasn't a time. We were running out the clock. What we have, al-Islam, in mind for Oakland. Stalingrad to Oakland, it's repetitive. As-Sabiqun, model of longevity. We've been saying this over and over again. People need to see a model, an example. People need to see it can be done. You got to admit, everything they did helped us. They would do all kind of foolishness, and they would run and stick it on the talk on TV, or whatever they did it on. Every time. And they wouldn't think what it looks like. Zayd is supposed, abdul-Alim told me Zayd gave Mukhtar $1,000 to take the first one off. Because he's coming in, they're hollering and everything, and they can see, I'm telling people, I don't know if you ever saw that, take it easy, relax. They're just talking. We've been here many times before. So Mukhtar thought it would look good. He thought it would look good, why? Because the big tough Imam from Oakland, I'm challenging him. So I challenge this way he's thinking, this way he's acting. And their thinking determines their strategy. That they gotta provoke me. If they don't provoke me, I lose status. Anyway, because here's the janitor challenging me, right? And here's his wife running her mouth, right? You can see their strategy, it's everywhere. Provocation, saying stuff that makes no difference. They didn't just start the other day or last year. They've been doing this from day one. They were sure if we could provoke Imam Jamil, if we could provoke the other groups, Yahweh ben Yahweh, these are niggas. You can provoke them. Just pull the right button, push the right. So I done already set them up from here. I'm the Imam, I'm the only Imam, I'm the... That's the report they get. So if he come in, what is he saying? You out of here, Imam Musa. Is that right? I'm supposed to be mad and provoked. Why is a guy taking a stick and hitting your son when he just get out of the hospital with a stroke? Or who's cooperating with who? One thing about it, ain't nobody gonna get nobody provoked. Right? Everything that happened in Oakland was a provocation. None of it worked. None of it worked at all. And then they came with more. They came with phony Black Panthers. You know, the black brothers would wear black and they'd always had a pistol. They had right to carry, they had a pistol right here. You see them in Atlanta. You might see them anywhere. They had some of them come. They have everybody in the system come and they're all against me. All of them, everybody. Of course, I know they're the police, but they believe in peer group pressure. If the guy is surrounded and have nobody to turn to, if he talk to his sons, we'll take him to jail. If we do this, we'll do that. They were sure it would work. When that didn't work, we'll come back with more. We'll raid our masjid with guns. You got to remember the stuff that they did. Nobody ever did that but at no other masjid. Out of all our time of Islam, the series of events, nobody ever did one of those things in the masjid. They never did even one of those things. My shit might have gotten burned down, but nobody came with guns. On Friday, nobody came with guns the Thursday before. Right? Nobody physically bum rushed the masjid. When guess what? We're saying that we're the last masjid standing, the last African American independent masjid. And what do we get? White shoe-wearing Arabs and ISIS-looking guys with Mukhtar and Khadija bum rushing at the door, talking crazy. We gonna do this. You can see they're arrogant. They think the government told them, you got this. The way they're acting, they're certain they're gonna win.
And the funny thing about it, it's all on tape.
But remember,
It's mind-boggling.
it's mind-boggling, but how about 2012 and 13? What are we discussing? How are we going to get the story to the world? And how are we going to make it valuable to everybody? Good God Almighty. They gave us, we wanted a clown and we got Donald Trump, right? We got a superior. We get more, every time we get more than we got. That's the point. about everything they did it for us. We needed that. Okay, because if we tell the people, how long we've been telling people? You go back to the 90s all out because the agenda is controlled by the Senate. Right? It's written and spoken to surround the world. We got to get them to show how disrespectful the system is to Islam. We got to show them what handkerchief-headed Negroes look. They don't have a clear picture. Now they got this is what handkerchief-headed Negroes look like. In 2018, my God, they see it. You see what I mean? Okay, we wrote all this down. We planned all this, but we don't. Allah puts it together. Because we got more than what we asked for. So they need a model. They need an example in longevity to let, hey man, that's not the whole story, but perseverance, discipline, tenacity, stickability, long-lasting, durable, long-wearing, durability. To be able to go through this stuff over and over again is the ability to learn. This is something none of our brothers had the chance to do. They knocked them out. That's why we're so grateful. And the only reason I wasn't knocked out, the first punch, when you're, in your 20s and the whole government unloading on you, man, if you think that ain't no burden, I'm sorry. It ain't nothing now. It's ridiculous now. It wasn't ridiculous then. I have to remind myself the pressure